This is a guide on reinstalling the front assembly on the Apple iPhone 7. For the installation process, we'll need the following tools: heat gun, suction cup, plastic pick, tweezers, pentalobe screwdriver, small tri-wing screwdriver, small flat screwdriver, small Phillips screwdriver. The front assembly consists of the frame, the glass digitizer, and the LCD screen. You need to replace the entire front assembly if any of these components are broken. It is important to turn the phone off before you start. Hold the power button and confirm shutdown on screen. First step is to remove 2 pentalobe screws at the bottom of the phone. Once the screws are removed, use the heat gun to warm the adhesive around the perimeter of the iPhone. Place a suction cup next to the home button. Pull on the suction cup and insert a scalpel or an X-Acto knife between the glass and the aluminium body. Gently pry open the device. Insert a plastic pick and keep opening the device, moving the pick around the perimeter of the phone. Open the iPhone as a book. Now we have access to the metal shield which secures the battery connector and the 2 front assembly connectors. The shield is held in place with 4 tri-wing screws. Most screws in the iPhone are different sizes, so you need to keep the screws on the side in the same pattern as they were installed on the device. Using a tri-wing screwdriver, remove the 4 screws. Remove the metal shield. Use a plastic pick to disconnect the battery. Using the same plastic pick, pop open the 2 front assembly connectors. Next step is to open the camera connector at the top of the iPhone. The connector is secured with a narrow metal shield. Remove the 2 Phillips screws holding the shield in place. Remove the shield. Using a plastic pick, open the connector. Set the main body aside. Put the replacement front assembly next to the old one. Remove the protective film. As you can see, replacement front assembly is missing some important components: home button, the big LCD shield, front camera, and the speaker box. All these parts we have to transfer onto the new front assembly. Start with the home button. There are 4 tri-wing screws that hold a metal shield and the home button in place. Remove the screws and put the shield aside. Using plastic pick and tweezers, open the home button connector. Using tweezers, pry off the glued flex cable. Remove the home button. Proceed on removing the upper shield covering the speaker box ribbon cable with the front camera and the proximity sensors. Remove the 3 Phillips screws. Set the shield aside. The next step is to remove the speaker box. Remove 2 tiny screws holding the box in the lower corners. Remove the speaker box. Remove another Phillips screw securing the speaker grill plate. Using tweezers, separate the speaker grill plate from the frame together with the garland of cables that contain the front camera and the front sensors. Set it aside. Now we can remove the big metal shield. There are 3 tri-wing screws on the right side and 3 screws on the left side. Remove the screws and detach the metal shield. Use plastic pick to help separate the adhesive underneath. Set the big metal shield aside. Now we are ready to transfer these components onto the new front assembly. Take the replacement part and place it on the desk. Using scalpel or X-Acto knife, transfer the light diffuser onto the new part. Press down the front assembly cables and cover them with a big metal shield. Replace 6 tri-wing screws, 3 on the right side and 3 on the left side. Take the garland of cables and carefully set each component in its slot. Replace the Phillips screw securing the speaker grill. Replace the speaker box. Secure it with 2 screws at the bottom. Guide the camera into its slot and cover it with a top metal shield. Secure it with 3 Phillips screws. Next step is to replace the home button. Slightly peel off the protective film from the screen and insert the home button. Make sure that the home button cable goes under the connector. Reconnect it to the front assembly. Place the securing metal shield on top and secure it with 4 tri-wing screws. Now we can connect the new front assembly to the main body. Position the front assembly at the right angle to the main body, aligning it at the right edge. Reconnect the camera cable. Reconnect the other 2 connectors to the logic board. The replacement part is missing a piece of foamy, so we need to transfer it onto the new one. Reconnect the battery. Caution: it is very important not to force any connectors. All connectors are very fragile. Replace the metal shield and secure it with 4 tri-wing screws. Hold the new front assembly at a right angle and replace the narrow metal shield at the top of the phone and secure it with 2 screws. Close the iPhone as a book and press the power button. The new screen assembly is working and we can finish the reinstallation process. Turn the phone off. Snap the front assembly into the case by going along the perimeter and pressing on the edges. Replace 2 pentalobe screws at the bottom. Remove the protective film and we're done.